Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a part of the no visa series, or countries Jamaicans can travel without a visa. Remember, in the previous video I said that I was going to divide them into regions, or the continents that they're a part of. We're going to start today with North America, which we only have one country we can travel without a visa, and that's Mexico. Mexico is a part of North America. Now, of the 28 embassies in Jamaica, Mexico is one of them. And today we'll be talking about Mexico.
Mexico is the country just below the United States, officially called the United Mexican States or Estados Unidos Mexicanos. It has 32 federal states and a population of approximately 126 million people.
Before you decide to travel to Mexico, you first have to know how long you're going to stay there. And I confirmed this with the Mexican embassy that is located in Kingston, and they said that you can stay 180 days or 6 months. Now, after you've identified that yes, you can stay there for a prolonged time without a visa, the next step is to find out what are the required documents you will need to visit Mexico. According to a representative from the embassy, all you would need is a plane ticket, a return plane ticket that shows that you'll be leaving the country. You would need the address of where you'll be staying, or the address of the hotel, and that's pretty much it in terms of documents, along with your passport, of course. How do you get there? Now, if you don't have a visa, we're talking about no visa countries, you cannot travel through the US because you're gonna need a US visa to go to the US. There are direct flights from Jamaica to Mexico.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how to get to Mexico directly from Jamaica. I'm also going to show you a little about how I book my flights. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go to google.com. I guess that's the easiest thing to do. Or let me just say googleflights.com. I use Google Flights, google.com/flights. That's the first thing I go to right away off the bat when I need to search for flights. They're gonna tell you here from the list of countries that Jamaica is not available. I normally just choose US. I think it's here somewhere. Americas, okay, United States here. Alright, and then the first thing I'll do, let's say I want to go maybe the 15th of November, which is a Sunday, and I want to return on the following Sunday, which will be a week from that time. It's gonna ask you where you want to go. First, I'm gonna select coming from Kingston, so we're gonna choose Kingston Airport, Kingston, Jamaica, and we're gonna choose, let's put Mexico City, because there are a bunch of options that you can choose, whether you want to go to Cancun or Tulum or wherever, but we're gonna choose Mexico City for now. And then I'm gonna click search. The problem with Google is that it doesn't take into consideration that you don't have a visa, right? And most of these flights here are taking you to the US. And how do I know that? it's taking to the US because it's American Airlines, and most of the times American Airlines go to Miami as a hub and then go to other countries. This says Kingston to Mexico, which MEX represent Mexico City, and it's a one stop, and that's gonna go through Miami International Airport. You can select below here and you can see that. However, that's not what we're looking for. We're trying to get to Mexico one way, and all of these flights are going to take us directly to the US and then to Mexico. Now the next thing we need to do, because this is not what we're looking for, I know that Copa Airlines travel from Jamaica to Central America and possibly other countries. So I would go off the bat to Copa Airlines. And now you can put in Kingston, Jamaica. Sometimes you can choose Montego Bay, Kingston, Jamaica, and we're going to Mexico City, for example. Mexico City, MEX. And we can put the same time there, maybe the 15, and we're returning, which means you're coming back to Jamaica on the 22nd, and we're gonna click search. I think everything is fine. Round trip economic class, which is the cheapest class, and flexible dates. That's not important right now, but one adult for now, for one person. Click search. The pricing is going to be a little different because it's COVID time now, but for sure you should be able to find flights. So here it's taking you, it's going to show you the flight that are available when you're going to Mexico. Now it's giving you all the available, and right now the only thing we have available is on this is a little strange, but okay. The flight that we have here is 787-34, and it's on the Friday, or you can choose for the 19th, or both of them are the same. If you select fare and then select, it's gonna take you to the first trip, which is gonna tell you, okay, you're gonna depart from Jamaica in Kingston 2 p.m. and you're gonna reach, it's gonna take you to Panama, which is a good thing because Panama, you can travel to Panama without a visa also. And then it's from Panama to Mexico, and that's the hub for Copa Airlines, and most of the times it takes you from Jamaica to Panama, and then Panama to all the other Latin American countries. Alright, so you see we got the first flight covered. This is from Kingston to Mexico City, and that's how you get there. And now you below here you can see return. This is if you're gonna come back on the 20th. Return, it's Mexico City to Kingston. They show the 20th, I guess, because that's when it's available. But you get the idea of what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to explain. From here, we know exactly that this airline travels directly from Jamaica to Panama, and the beauty about it is that once you get to Panama, you can then find flights that will give you access to other countries further in Latin America or the Caribbean or even Europe per se, to travel without a visa. And when we get to other countries, I'll explain that to you also. But right now, going to Panama is one of the best ways to get to other countries down that side. I hope this is very helpful. Move on to the next section in this video.
After you've arrived in the country, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't mean an immediate access into the country, because when you get to the airport and you're at immigration, the immigration area, they're gonna ask you a few questions just to see if you're really here to do what you say you're supposed to do or you're planning to do. Now they're gonna ask you things like, how long are you planning to stay, where you're staying, what's your purpose of travel, the common things that people ask when you're coming into the country. And as just a reminder, when you get to the country, you can pay the plane fare and get to the country, but once you're in the airport, it all depends on the discretion of the immigration officer to decide whether or not they're going to allow you into their country. So you can get there, they don't feel like they want to let you in, and they'll send you back on a plane back to Jamaica. So ensure that you're there to do what you say you're supposed to do, and it's nothing illegal. Popular attractions that are within Mexico City. Within Mexico, I should say, because Mexico is a huge place. You have attractions from the east, the north, the south, the west, and you can decide which one you want to choose. There are also multiple airports, so you have to also decide whether you're going to Cancun, you're going to Tulum, Mexico City, or the other places. So depending on the type of travel you want or the attractions you want to experience, then you can decide wherever you want to go, because Mexico is a really big place. So if you end up in Mexico City and you want to go to Cancun, if you're not planning to take a flight, it's around 6 hours to get to the nearest beach from Mexico City. So you want to properly plan that before you actually go on your trip. Now, if God forbid something wrong something happened in Mexico and you need to contact the embassy or the Jamaican embassy, fortunately there is an embassy, the Jamaican embassy in Mexico City. Now, if let's say you lose your passport or anything, ensure that you have a copy of your passport, like a photo of your passport or physical photocopy. That would be very helpful to get your passport. But if you need to leave from, let's say you're in Cancun and you want to leave from Cancun to go to Mexico City where the actual embassy is, then you will have to take a bus or a taxi or whatever it is. But just know that if you need to get quick access to the Jamaican embassy, there's one in Mexico City. Yeah, and that's it. Stay tuned for the next video that will be coming up. We're moving out of this region and going into Central America, which we'll be dealing with Belize. So see you next week around this time.